Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? Okay, I am here with some boards that I have just rubbed the gloss off with a bit of sandpaper, and I am going to cover them with gardening pictures. Now, I've been cutting up a few gardening books lately, and I have collected a bunch of photographs here, and I collected them and put them in bundles of colour. So I am going to make some collage boards out of them, basically, just all in one colour. So a yellow one and an orange one and a red one, and you get the idea. So we will start off here with the yellow one and work our way through the other lot. Now, I'm not putting these pictures up any particular way. They can face the left, the right, the up, down, whatever. I am going to, in the end of the day, cut these up and make journal cards out of them. That is the idea. I have a project coming up where I need something like this, something quite bright and colourful and in specific colours. So this is what I've decided to do, is just collage these in any old way, and then I'll cut them up and then I will put them up any which direction I desire once I've cut them up and worked out what's happening with them. So in the end of the day, when I do go to make these into collage cards, I could have just backed this whole thing with some brown paper and then cut it up. I did not do that. The reason was it was getting a bit thick to go through my paper cutter as it was. So that's the only reason. Else I would normally probably have just sort of backed this entire piece and then cut it apart, which would have been much more quick and efficient than the way I had to do it, which was to cut it into cards and then mount each card on brown paper. It's not too much of a hassle, but that's just the way I did it because, well, I didn't want to cut them up with a knife or a pair of scissors, and I also didn't want to overtax my paper cutter any more than I needed to. So, but we're a long way from that yet. We've barely got the yellow one going, and we've got quite a few to do. The reason I'm doing a bit of pre-placement with this one is simply because it's blue. There's not many blue flowers. I have a limited number of images of really blue flowers. There's some purplish ones in this, and you can see me picking them out as I go because they don't really suit my idea of blue. So I just wanted to make sure I had enough before I started. So yeah, that's the only reason I bothered to pre-place this particular colour, because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to cover this entire board with the blue, but we managed, and yeah, we're getting towards the end. I think there's only orange and pink left after this. Okay, there we have them, and I actually let those dry for a couple of days, not intentionally. I just got busy with other things, and yeah, then I cut them up. And here they are with my paper cutter. As I say, instead of covering the back and cutting all the layers at once, I'm going to cut them and then put the brown paper on the back. Not the most efficient way to do it, but I did not want to destroy my paper cutter. Yeah, so I basically turned these over and cut them from the back. It's not, I wasn't concerned where the cuts went, I just wanted to get them cut apart. I fiddled around a bit to work out the best usage of my my piece, and then I cut them all the same size. Yeah, just whatever size your piece is and get the most out of it, basically, is what you're aiming at. I cannot tell you what my measurements were, I cannot remember, so but it won't matter anyway, because yeah, if you're going to do this, you're going to do it with your own piece of card and make them whatever size you like. So yeah, I'm just going to cut them all like this, and then I'm going to take them to this, well, first I'm going to back them with brown paper, and then I will take them to the sewing machine, and I am going to sew around each one in an appropriate colour for the card. As you can see, I cut 6 out of each piece of card, so we'll move on and put the brown paper on the back, shall we? As per usual, it is brown paper bag time. I have very many of these. A lot of brown paper bags, but these ones are cut up. They're also very large. They are bigger than my regular brown paper bags, so I am going to stick them on in strips, basically, because it's easier to handle. I'll stick them on, then cut the strip off and stick another row on, and so on and so forth. They'll go underneath my mat for a few hours, and then I will cut around them and sew around them. And in the end of the day, here they are all sewn around, and the yellow ones are sewn with yellow thread, the red ones with red thread, the orange ones with orange thread. You get the idea. If I say thread anymore, I will trip over my own tongue. Yeah, each of them have, well, each colour has been sewn around in the appropriate colour of thread. So there we have them. Now, they can be dressed up further. You can put something on top of them. You can paint over them with some clear gesso or something to take the shine off of them. Yeah, put pictures on the top, fabric, whatever you want. But for now, this is them, and they will serve their purpose beautifully. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been useful, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Thanks for spending your time with me today, guys. Bye.